In the scorching wasteland of Southern California, east of the shattered bones of Shady Sands and the still tomb of Vault 13, lie another relic of Vault-Tec's grand design, Vault 15. In its construction before the Great War, Vault 15 was exceptional as one of the few vaults which was constructed smoothly without any delays, despite additional work being poured into reinforcing the third level to ensure protection against earthquakes. To the outsiders, it was an image of perfection, a shelter built for survival, but Vault-Tec never dealt in survival alone. The inhabitants chosen for Vault 15 were not random. They were deliberately selected for their differences, men and women with conflicting ideologies, cultures, and worldviews. Vault-Tec's plan was simple: seal them away together for 50 years and observe the sparks. When the Great War came on October 23rd of 2077, those chosen hurried into the still womb of Vault 15, the great doors clanging shut behind them. Contact with the outside world was severed. The experiment had begun. As the years went by, the conditions within 15 deteriorated. Population control was not implemented properly, and by 2097, 20 years after the nuclear apocalypse, the vault had become overcrowded with correspondingly bad living conditions. Once passive conflicts started to become more aggressive, tensions boiling to a point. The inevitable, however, came in spring of that year. Conflict turned to fracture, and fracture turned to exodus. The great doors opened and the dwellers poured into the wasteland, stripped of patience and unity. They plundered the vault before leaving, taking weapons, supplies, and most importantly, the Garden of Eden creation kit. The dwellers that did leave the vault went their separate ways according to their different ideologies, eventually forming distinct communities of their own in the wastelands of post-nuclear California. The most significant of these was the village of Shady Sands, which was founded by the group who appropriated the vault's geg. The rest of the dwellers turned into some of the region's earliest raider tribes, including the Khans, Jackals, and Vipers. Those few who stayed behind in Vault 15 suffered. Raiders struck in the years that followed, stripping it bare, leaving its survivors bloodied and broken. When the vault dweller of legend came seeking the water chip in 2161, he found only ruin. The control room was buried in rubble. The chip was forever lost. After the fall of the Master and the rise of the NCR in 2189, Vault 15 remained abandoned, its ruins contested by scavengers, raiders, zealots, and salvage teams. In the early 2240s, squatters with nowhere else to go claimed the surface above it, forming the squat. When the NCR returned for vital computer parts, the squatters resisted, partially because the vault was their only home, and partially because they had fallen under the sway of Darren, the leader of the new Khans. He promised some restoration, but in truth, his supplies only came from stolen goods. 2241, the Chosen One, hired by President Tandy, slew Darren, retrieved the computer parts, and secured peace. The squatters agreed to the NCR annexation in exchange for supplies and education, while the Republic gained a foothold in the north, vindicating Tandy's policy of peaceful expansion.